Hi, today I'm going to talk about scarcity. What is scarcity? It is an economic concept that refers to the basic fact of life that there only exists a finite amount of human and non-human resources, which the best technical knowledge is capable of using to produce only limited maximum amount of each economic good. It is the limited availability of a commodity, which may be in demand in the market or by the commons. Scarcity also includes an individual's lack of resources to buy commodities. What can be the cause or causes of scarcity? The causes of scarcity can be due to a number of different reasons, but there are four primary ones. 1. It is the poor distribution of resources. Oftentimes, the resources are available to meet the needs of a certain population, but the problem is that they have no way of getting to the people. This may be because of war, political payback, or other such strife created intentionally by other human beings, usually as a way to assert authority. 2. It is when demand increases rapidly, and supply cannot keep up with that demand. This is commonly seen when some locations prepare for a hurricane, and there is a run on supplies such as plywood and generators. While this scarcity does not typically last a long period of time, it does demonstrate how a rapid increase in demand can cause a situation to develop. 3. Somewhat related to increase in demand is decrease in supply. Decrease in supply can happen, however, without an increase in demand. Rapid supply decreases could be due to natural disasters, such as droughts and fire. In these cases, the situation may only last as long as a season or a year, but that may cause a considerable amount of stress for those needing the resources. And finally, in some cases, the causes of scarcity could be identified simply as those of personal perspectives. In other words, there may not be any shortage of goods and services at all. Rather, the problem may be that someone simply thinks there is a shortage and therefore either tries to conserve more or does not bother to find the resource. This might not be a common situation, but can be just as serious for those who have the perspective of scarcity. What can be a solution to scarcity? One solution to dealing with scarcity is to implement quotas on how much people can buy. An example of this is the rationing system that occurred in the Second World War. Because there was a scarcity of food, the government had strict limits on how much people could get. This was to ensure that even people with low incomes had access to food, which is a basic necessity. A problem of quotas is that it can lead to a black market. For some goods, people are willing to pay high amounts to get extra food. Therefore, it can be difficult to police a rationing system. But it was a necessary policy for the Second World War.